Diego, first of all, thank you for speaking to us. What did you make of your side's performance tonight? It was very impressive.
Yeah, I think our players took the best out of this match. It was to gain more experience in difficult matches. This was a difficult match. The result it doesn't show what really happened because, of course, I think we should win all the time as the game developed. But the result could be more tight, like 2-1, something like that, definitely. So I think they experienced difficulties. They experienced a great atmosphere here in Elford. It's a lovely crowd, as always, not as crowded as normally it is, but it was a good match and a great test, and I think a first step of a great competition.
We certainly hope so. What are your players saying? What are they feeling coming off this pitch? It must be a sense of real achievement for them to come here to Anfield and win so convincingly.
You know, normally we play in Portugal or some tournaments abroad, so for them it's like a confirmation of their value as a players to play as a club like Liverpool and bring a result like this. Not only the result, I think the exhibition was also very good, so this have to give them more confidence for the next games, for the future, because you're talking about creating players to play for the highest competitive level. This is our job in sporting. So I think this was a well-intended goal.
We know about the history of the academy at Sporting and the players that have come through in the past. How confident are you that you have more players here that will go on to the very highest level of European football?
We are confident that we still have players coming up for the first team, because we have to do that every year, because we can't keep them because they're licenciated for bigger clubs, bigger wages. So we have to keep growing new and talented players for our first team for us to have good sport results. So this is a responsibility, and I think we are still on a good way.
Your thoughts on the NextGen Series? Are you excited by what lies ahead for Sporting in this competition?
I'm very excited, but as I said, for me and for Sporting, the first point is to help the player to become stronger, sooner in his age that it normally would be. So nice games, nice experience, and work well to be a good professional player as soon as possible. Second, the competition, very good. The competition, of course, in great clubs like Sporting, in Liverpool, and even Wolfsburg, and Molde, everybody wants to win. So that's the beauty of the sport. So I think this will be very good, the competition.
We wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to seeing you in Lisbon.
Thank you very much.
Whenever you like, mate.
Clear? Okay. Christian, first of all, thanks for your time. A tough opening night for Liverpool in the NextGen Series. What did you make of your team's performance tonight, Liverpool's performance?
Yeah, I think it was a tough game. The opponent were really skillful, quick, and they have good quality players. They play good between the lines. In the first half, we couldn't show our quality, and I think in the second half we did better, we did all right. We were unlucky to not score, but we will try next time.
For you and the rest of the Liverpool players, how much of a step up in quality is this to play against a side like Sporting Lisbon to the side you play against here in England week in, week out?
It's a good experience for us because it's different. Because when we play against English teams, I'm not saying it's the same, but more or less is more or less is the same. And it's good if we play against foreign players, foreign teams with other culture, other mentality, so it's a good test.
What about your own performance tonight? You came off the bench after about 65 minutes. Were you pleased with what you were able to contribute to the team?
Yeah, I think I did all right. I could have scored the first one. I think it was unlucky to hit the post, and then the keeper made a great save, I think, from the second chance. But I think overall I did all right, but unluckily the team lost, so we will try next time better.
Has it been a surprise at all, the quality of the opposition and the quality that potentially you may have to face in this NextGen Series? Have the players been at all surprised by that?
We weren't surprised. I wouldn't say that we were. I don't know how to say, but Rodolfo told us that they're a great quality team, great academy with a great youth system, so we were ready. I think they just played a little bit better than us and we were unlucky.
You still feel as though in this competition that Liverpool can achieve good things this season?
Yeah, hopefully. This was only the first game, and then we're going to Norway, and then Germany, and then obviously it's going to be second round away, so we will have time to do better, and we will do better.
Great stuff. Thanks for your time. Tiago, thank you for speaking to us. That must have been a good night for you and your Sporting Lisbon teammates.
Yeah, it was. It was an objective of ours. We wanted to win the first game of the tournament, and we were able to by a large margin. So yeah, it was good.
Did everything go to plan tonight? You played some really nice football.
Yeah, it did. We didn't want to concede any goals. We wanted to play our football, which is what we did. Scored a good, nice amount of goals as well. So yeah, it did. It went well.
What was it like to come here and sample that famous atmosphere at Anfield? Not full tonight, of course, sadly, but what was it like for you and the rest of the team?
Oh, it was great. We're not used to these big stadiums, and this is what we work for every day, so yeah, it was great. It was great.
How much of an inspiration for you and the rest of the lads is the players that have come through the academy at Sporting in the past, the big names, Ronaldo, Nani, Figo, the big players that you can follow in their footsteps?
Well, we work every day. They're idols to us. I mean, that's what we're trying to get to. We want to be the top, the best we can be, and so yeah, it's good.
And what did you make of Liverpool today?
Yeah, they have a good team. They're strong, physically strong. They're quick. They're professional. So it was difficult, but I mean, we played, put the ball on the floor, and were able to overcome and win.
The NextGen Series has certainly got a lot of people talking. It's an exciting project. What's it like to play in it? And do you feel like you can help your development and again the development of the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think I can. I think we're in a great role. I mean, we haven't lost a game this season. We've just started the season, but we're trying to go into the tournament. We want to win without, if possible, without losing any game, not even conceding any goals. Just want to do the best we can do.
Just finally, would it be fair to say a 3-0 win at Anfield, perhaps the highlight of your short career so far, and many of the other players in there?
We've had other great games. It was one of them, but I wouldn't say it was the best one.
Okay, fair enough.
No,
well done,
mate.
Game. Thank you very much. Thanks very much. Well done.
It's going to be very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to see how our players cope with different style of football. So it's going to be a Sporting on Wednesday, and then Molde. So very two different type of football, Norwegian and Portuguese. You know, we know Sporting always produced great players, Ronaldo, Nani, just to name those two. So it's going to be an interesting test, and then to see how we react going to Norway, different circumstances, bubbly, cold, and then German football with Wolfsburg as well, very different to the other two. And I think, you know, from a tactical and brain point of view, it will give a lot to our players, facing different issues, facing different type of players, tricky players, strong players, quick players. Direct play, more elaborate play in the passing type of game. So, you know, I think if I was a player at their age, I'd be very excited about facing this challenge.
And as you say, it's Sporting up first. What sort of game are you expecting?
I expect a game with a battle for possession. So they like to have possession traditionally, and we like, you know, under Rodolfo and Pep, we developed this, and now Marchi as well. We like to have possession, always to have the ball. So it's going to be a very technical game, with probably we are going probably to try to put a high tempo into the game, where Sporting are going to try to slow us down a little bit. But it's going to be a different, an interesting opposition of style. And obviously Anfield, you know, big pitch, different condition. Players could be quite intimidated of playing Anfield, which also can be will be interesting for us to see how they react.
Damien Kamoli there, delighted to say I've been joined here at Anfield by Mark Warburton, who's the founder of the NextGen Series, and Frank McParland, of course, who you recognise as the director up at the Academy. Frank, an exciting night, I think, for your boys and everyone associated with the Academy tonight.
Yeah, we're really delighted to be playing at Anfield, especially in front of our own fans. Hopefully, you know, we'll have a few on against an unbelievable academy. You know, between them and Barcelona, probably the two best academies in the world, if you like. So it gives us a chance really to see where we are, you know.
Why did you want to get involved in this particular tournament, though?
Well, Wolves and I worked for a short period at Watford together, and we always spoke about, you know, different things. And to be fair to him, he's put an unbelievable amount of work into doing this. You know, even when we were at Watford, he was taking teams over to Valencia and to Sporting. So You know, for us, it's about the development of the players. It's not about winning tonight, even though obviously everyone wants to win the game, but it's about our players developing. So when the likes of Flano, who's now playing a few games in the first team, actually plays here, it's not going to be the first time he's ever played here. So, you know, all these kids are going to get a really good experience by playing at Anfield, playing against unbelievable opposition, all the same age. So it's, you know, it's very age structured. So we see where we are and what we're doing, and see how we do for the future.
Mark, I guess this must be like coming to the end of a very long road for you.
It's been a lot of work gone into this, as Frank said, last 2-3 years or longer. But it's great to like this. Fantastic pitch, great stadium, and two fantastic clubs to work with. So for us, it's a delight to be where we are now.
Did you always feel like you would get here? I guess a process like this takes a lot of planning, a lot of convincing almost of certain people to get involved.
It does, but with the clubs of this stature, 16 clubs, all receptive to the idea. Great youth programme, development programmes, proven track records. So for us, it's going to the clubs and speaking to them, and everyone was wildly enthusiastic about it. So they've embraced the project.
Do you think this series will expand after this season?
We'd like to think so. Games like this tonight, we'll get great feedback from Liverpool, from Sporting, and the other clubs taking part. See how they rate it. Hopefully it's been a great experience for them. If they get the benefits from it and everyone can see that, then hopefully we can expand to 24 teams and move forward.
Frank, can you explain from a Liverpool point of view the thinking behind including John Joe Shelby in the side for tonight?
Well, obviously, everything that we do is geared towards the first team, and the boss said John Joe's the right age to play. He needs a game, you know, playing. So for us, it's fantastic to have a player who's played so much, but he's this age group. So, you know, we're allowed two 92-year-olds who were born in 1992, rather. Otherwise, you could be playing that. But it's, you know, we're allowed two players. So the boss said, you know, he needs to run out. Let's see what he can do tonight, and he's really looking forward to playing. Really.
Got more hair than you, Frank, by the way. I'd be careful about that. Frank and Mark, best of luck for tonight. We'll say thank you to them. Yeah, I suppose key moments in the game, the Suso chance which went over the bar just after they scored their second, then a couple of chances in the second half. If they go in, it's a different sort of a game, isn't it?
Of course it was. I mean, you said the Suso chance there, and I thought it would have gone in. No disrespect to Suso, but it was a good chance, and I thought he might have slotted, but on a different day it might have gone in and we could have got a different scoreline, but that was the outcome. For you and the rest of the lads, how big a step up is this from who you play against week in, week out here in England? Yeah, I mean, we don't get this every week, do we? I mean, coming playing against the European sides is fantastic, and seeing what they're about, and obviously we want to get a taste of it in the future with the first team, so playing against likes of these sides will probably improve us. You do feel it can help your development personally? Yeah, definitely. I mean, well, I hope it does, and I think as the tournament goes on, I think it will do. Again, many times you've played and, you know, reflected with Steven Gerrard now as part of the first team squad. He's watching tonight along with Jamie Carragher. Is that in the back of your mind at any stage? Yeah, I mean, we always want to play well in front of the first team players and the first team staff. Obviously tonight we never got the result, but I did think we played okay, you know what I mean? I didn't think we played bad, and I thought on another day we could have scored the goals and got a result out of the game. So where do you go from here? Obviously you've got games coming up, Cardiff at the weekend, but the NextGen Series is something you're quite excited about? Yeah, of course it is. I mean, it's always fantastic playing in the big stadiums in front of a crowd, so hopefully we can go quite far in the competition and look at the next game now. Okay, thanks.